Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. Through this channel I'm providing some stock analysis and a quick update on the $1 Million Challenge. So if anyone is not aware of this, this is a journey with an investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategy called compound return investing. So the objective is to try to get 201 trades, each with an average return of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades, we do take into account losses. So for further details about how to join us for less than $9 a month, information is available in the description below. In today's video, we're going to be looking at AST SpaceMobile. The news is with regard to earnings and also an analyst upgrade. So we're also going to be looking at MMTLP, and the SEC has responded to Berda and Palacara, so stay tuned for that. And then finishing off by having a look at a watch list review of the previous week's call. So before we get started, let's have a look at what's happening in the market. So from Bloomberg, we can see here the stocks are still facing a fog of uncertainty and the global risks are keeping on mounting. The S&P 500 has fallen in consecutive weeks. So last week was a very difficult trading week, especially with regard to economic fears. So the overall sentiment is turning bearish and the stocks are sinking, and the Magnificent Seven are also getting hit. So hopefully better news this week. So in terms of key events that we're looking forward to, we have the tariffs news coming on Tuesday, ADB payrolls Wednesday, initial jobless claims will be big on Thursday, and I think some of the earnings that we're expecting in terms of the significant ones include Broadcom and Costco. So the jobs report is also significant, and Jerome's Powell's speech on Friday. So let's now have a look at the other stocks that we're looking at in terms of earnings. So a huge week here. We can see, and the ones that we're going to be keeping an eye on in the Discord include Target, ASTS, which we've already stated, ANF, Marvel, Broadcom, and I think the biggest one of the week will be Costco. Let's now have a look at ticker symbol ASTS, also known as AST SpaceMobile. This is a stock that has been featured on a number of occasions on the channel, and we've also got a new dedicated space stocks channel in the Discord, and in this channel we shared news with regard to AST SpaceMobile and news in terms of earnings. So we're going to look forward to that shortly. So let's start by first of all having a look at the chart for the previous month. We can see at one point it was trading around about $32.10. It has pulled back a little bit, currently trading at $27.11, but still up over 26% on the previous month. But in terms of a key reminder of the company, this is a company together with its subsidiaries that develops and provides access to a space-based cellular broadband network for smartphones in the United States. It provides cellular broadband services to end users who are out of terrestrial cellular coverage. So company was founded in 2017, headquartered in Texas. So let's have a look forward to the earnings. So from Defense World here, we can see they're expected to announce quarterly earnings on Monday. So in terms of a preview, we can expect here, in terms of the analyst, they expect the company to announce earnings per share of 18 cents and revenue of $2.38 million for the quarter. So we'll look forward to that. And in terms of other news that I'd like to share with you, especially with regard to insider buying and institutional buying, from Market Beat here, we can see that shares in AST SpaceMobile have been acquired by Handelsbanken Fonder AB. So good news there. And what we can see in terms of additional institutional buyers, we also have additional investments increased from Private Advisor Group LLC, NISA Investment Advisors LLC, Fairfield Advisors Ltd, and the other one is Americana Partners LLC. So overall, 60.95% of the stock is currently owned by institutional investors and hedge funds. So let's have a look at finally news from Market Beat. We can see here there was a spike in the price, approximately 17% in terms of the trading, and this was with regard to the stock being added in terms of a rating as a strong buy. So good news, and hopefully good news in terms of earnings for ASTS. Let's now have a look at the latest developments for MMTLP. So the first shout out here is to Hollywood Henry, who has just started a new campaign, and he stated, as always, simply click the link below, provide your information, and you can email the president and the vice president directly. So there's a link there in his post, and he states here in the attached image, take action, contact the vice president and the president, and this is the 5th letter campaign starting March 2025 for MMTLP, and you can go ahead and click the link and start. So in terms of the overall progress, So far in the short term that this has been started, 84 letters have been sent, but we do need more, and I think he's set an initial target there for 2,500. So go ahead and send out your letters straight to the President and Vice President. So another post from myself I'd like to share with you is with regard to Nexbridge Hydrocarbons. And this is unfortunately not good news, and what the company did is they released a press release, and what I've summarised here and stated in terms of a quotation. The company is troubled to report to the shareholders that in late 2024 the wholly owned subsidiary Hudspeth Operating has received written notice from JP Morgan Chase Bank notifying them in terms of the closure of the commercial banking account. Although the details of the reasoning behind the decision were fairly vague, the correspondent cited a connection to a publicly reported financial investigation. So that is quite concerning. So what I have stated is it looks like the influences of nefarious actors is certainly far-reaching. So not great news there, and we can see here from the press release dated February the 28th from Nexbridge, they have revealed that obviously there is now a closure of this Hudspeth subsidiary bank account. So I don't think it's something that is not going to cause a significant problem in terms of the banking, because they will just move on to another bank. But what Greg McCabe finished off by saying is he assumes the action is related to the ongoing corporate harassment that they are experiencing. He also says we have no intention of taking it sitting down. So he is responding, and he's happy to move all of the banking out of Chase and obviously use another option. So in the 26 months since FINRA's dubious U3 halt, he's also seen an exponential series of hurdles placed in the path, but he's basically saying in terms of what should happen, there should be common sense prevailing, and justice should be prevailing to benefit both the company and the loyal shareholders. So I certainly do think Greg McCabe is continuously working behind the scenes. So and the final news I'd like to share with you is with regard to an SEC response, which is in opposition to the defendant's motions to dismiss, and this is in terms of George Palikaros and John Berder. So let's have a look at the update from the United States District Court, Eastern District of Texas, and it states here the plaintiff, which is the SEC, files the omnibus response in opposition to the motion to dismiss filed by the defendants Berder and Palikaros for the reasons stated below. So let's have a look at what they've stated in terms of the preferred dividend and the short squeeze. And they stated here, rather than address Torchlight's underlying financial health, but the allegation here is that Berder hatched a scheme. This included a merger agreement with Torchlight and another company along with the dividend, which we know is Metamaterials. They state here in terms of an allegation that Berder believed and intended to lead investors to believe that the preferred dividend would trigger a short squeeze because of the difficulty he believed short sellers would have in obtaining and delivering the preferred dividend to lenders in the future. And Berder aimed to artificially and temporarily inflate the Torchlight stock price, ticker symbol TRCH, and on which it was planned to capitalise by selling the TRCH shares at inflated prices by an ATM offering. So these are some of the allegations and statements made by the SEC. So we'll see how this goes, but they are obviously opposing any motion here to dismiss. Let's finish off by giving a quick shout out to the previous week's weekly watch list and a review of some of the calls that we made. Again, last week was a very difficult trading week in the overall market, with the S&P 500 down and most of the stocks down. However, we did make some tremendous calls. First one was JTAI, that was up over 17% on the week. And the biggest call that we made in terms of the biggest rise was ATCH. That was up over 191% on Monday, also up over 74% on Wednesday. So a good lesson here to take profits when you get squeezes like this. However, and the reason for that is it did then close down 18% on the week. So normally when it shoots up 191% or more, it will come down. So always protect your profits. So congratulations to everybody on ATCH who did make profit. SOUN, we call that as a good beat in earnings. So it did beat earnings. So it was up over 18% on Friday and also up over 8.4% on the week. So good call there. EPRX, that was up 19% Monday to Wednesday and also up 5% on the week. So still it finished in the green. TBRG, that was up 1.6% on the week, and also a chance to get over 11% Tuesday to Thursday. AXON, we called on earnings, and as soon as the earnings news came, it was up over 18%. So a good significant beat immediately after earnings for AXON. So finally, if you would like to get the next weekly watch list, obviously not all calls are successful. Details are in the description below. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.